I want to know who in the fitness industry coined the term or named that day of the week or multiple days of the week the cheat day. Who came up with it? I mean, for real, a cheat day. And it's so standard in the industry, and it's such a part of so many programs that are out there that it's just like, well, of course we're gonna have the cheat day. I was listening to a podcast, or I subscribed to someone talking about the keto diet the other day, and it rolled off his tongue. And I mean, this dude's like disciplined fitness model bodybuilder, and he was like, well, obvious the cheat day, but then talked about different other ways of carb cycling and so forth and getting back into ketosis. But it was just like cheat day for sure. And I want to know not only why or who did it, but I want to help anybody listening to this video or part of the Med1 programs realize that that's not a real thing. Just like so many other gimmicks in the industry, you don't assume a cheat day. You earn a cheat day, and it's not even a cheat day. You eat something that's like not normally on the plan, and you're aware of it, and you're conscious of the decisions you're making all week long and all month long and all program long. And when you get to that point that you knew was coming probably, you're completely prepared for it. It doesn't make you fall off the wagon, and it doesn't you don't just load up and put yourself in some sort of position to fail or feel bad or sluggish, be all hungover. You follow a program. The program that you do is the best one out there. We've got some pretty cool ones. I hope that you follow them. But following them and having a game plan is the game plan. And cheating is cheating. You're not going to cheat on your wife or your husband, or at least you shouldn't. You're not going to cheat in a game or a board game with your kid or your family, or out in the backyard playing hoops. You don't cheat. You're not going to cheat at work. You're not going to cheat on a test. It feels good to get the A. Kind of feels good. Kind of feels bad. You cheat on your health plan or your fitness. It tastes good. That's for sure, probably. But I mean, you got to live with that too, the same way. How's it any different? You commit to a program. There's an acknowledgement. We call it the lifestyle acknowledgement optimization, or optimization acknowledgement. Either way, it's commitment. It's almost like a ceremony. Well, you got to have that. You got to have that moment where this is real. I don't actually recommend you buying a program and then that second starting, unless you are completely familiar with it, you know what you need to do. There's been a complete orientation, and you've got all your ducks in a row. But in most cases, there's some prep time that leads up to starting a program. So let's say you come into our office at Med1 and you have a consultation with me or both of us, me and Dr. T, and you're gung-ho. This is it. And we are so proud of you. But you may be listening to this is you. But I really think that there's some self-reflection necessary. There's some prep. You got to go to the grocery store. You got to fill your cabinets. You got to be serious about the things that you're going to throw away in your cabinet. You know what they are. You know what's kind of got your number. You know what you're buying at the gas station, fast food places. Those things have got to go. And if you're not ready to let them go, then you're not ready to start the program. And then it really doesn't feel like cheating, because that's just kind of how you're living. But I encourage you to live a different way, or even temporary. Challenge yourself. Go for 40 days, 6 weeks. Go for 28. The Healthy Transformation Program, 28 days. Just give me a low carb diet for 28 days. I mean, that's the real enemy out there. We've been led to believe that 60% of our calories should come from carbohydrates. It's ridiculous. Why do you think there's such a high rate of obesity? It's these kids. Right now it's the fattest generation. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but come on, they're so lazy. This is what they're doing. I mean, I do it too, but I go work out and I eat clean. I don't just sit there and just type all day long. We're so sedentary, and you know that baby boomers, and they're all getting a little bit older. Some have figured it out. There was a lie. that, you know, it's just don't worry about it or carb it up. But I mean, there's so much genetically modified food and sugars, and you've been marketed to, and low fat. You know, low fat's good. Come on, fats are great. You need fats. I would take a fat any day of the week over a carb. The carb is what's gonna make you fat. The real truth. You don't need that many. You need to get your butt moving, and you don't need to cheat. So understand the program. Ask questions. Make sure you're crystal clear on your workouts, your nutrition, your cardiovascular activities, where your heart rate should be, or if you're doing that kind of thing. Are your strength training exercises and workouts more of a Tabata or HIIT style? Is there like a timer or interval where 30 seconds on and 20 seconds off? Or is it just a straight circuit back to back, like the FitStart or Rockstar program? You can do it either way. Or is there a certain number you got to get to? Is it a countdown, 40, 50? It's kind of a good magic number, but it's about your intensity. It's about your frequency. You've got to know it inside and out. When are you prepping meals? Go to the grocery store, make sure you have enough in the cabinets and in the refrigerator. Designate a spot for yourself. Make sure your family and friends know that this is your thing, and you know what? You're probably not going to be that hungry. And you're going to feel fantastic. You're going to increase your metabolism through regular eating. You're going to increase your metabolism through your exercise programs. Whether you're doing your cardio or your strength, you're constantly moving. It's compounding every week. You're building your metabolism with all the lean muscle. You know that your metabolism is how much muscle you have. That is your metabolism. You're going to burn more calories when you're sleeping than you are right now after you start exercising and working out. Your metabolic rate is going to go through the roof, and your happy meter, I could say use that a lot, is also going to be off the charts. Who doesn't want to feel good, look better, be more productive, have more energy, be healthier, all of your numbers clinically? There's nothing better than fitness in my opinion, but I also don't think we have a choice. We're all going to come to a point in which health is going to have our number. Your body is going to check out, and how fast or when that comes is really up to you now, depending on what age you are, but it doesn't matter what age you are. You always can start living a little bit healthier, and you can see the results are exponential. I encourage you to learn and educate yourself. Watch coaching videos, stay plugged in, stay connected to someone, either us at Med1 or a partner, your spouse, your sister, your cousin, your friend, your workout buddy. Make sure everybody is clear. You don't have to make a big spectacle about it, but you don't want to be tempted. You're on a different kind of game plan, and chances are when they see the results, they start seeing how happy you are, the energy that you have, your physique is changing, your body composition is clearly better, and so is your attitude. Oh, they're going to want some of that. Oh, what have you been doing? Oh, I've been exercising. And I've been eating clean, and I haven't been cheating at anything really in life. Why cheat? Don't cheat. There's no need. Give every day your best, every workout your best, and don't disrespect the program or your family or yourself by not giving it your all with all you got. I bet you'll be happy. I'd be willing to bet any amount of money that the results will make you feel good. You'd be glad you did. There's no point in cheating, and there isn't really, it should be called just being human, because that's the real truth. Knowing what kind of, like, let's say you're on a 40-day program and you're like gung-ho, well, and your daughter's birthday happens to fall in that 40-day program, that's fine. You're really disciplined right now. You don't have to touch anything. You're in the middle of a program. It's fine. But let's say you're not, or you're in a different kind of program, or maybe you're still gung-ho, but you're so gung-ho, that's okay too. You know, have a couple bites of this cake that you just spent a gajillion dollars on, we know it. And it is beautiful and does look delicious. Have a couple bites. It's good, but there's some sugar, and sugar is carbs, which I'm not sure if some of you realize that, but that will, there's a lot of calories that are unnecessary if you're trying to lose weight. with the carbs and the sugar and just calories in general. But being human and having a beer and having a glass of wine or a protein bar that has a couple of grams of carbohydrates in it, it's not going to kill you, and it's not the end of the world. If you're going to have carbs, my recommendation is either right when you wake up and you're breaking a fast breakfast, you're breaking a fast in the morning, your glycogen stores are down. It's okay if I'm going to have some carbs, maybe right then, but not a lot. And right after, before after your workout, before for energy, for after for repleting those. But you don't need to go nuts, and there's no such thing as a cheat day. So whoever you are out there that made up the cheat day, but I feel like stop it. You need to get out there and make it public that you know what you're talking about. But having a human day is not, it shouldn't even be a day, a meal or something that you ate. Enjoy it, and you should have wellness, and there should be happiness, and doesn't mean you can't have anything good for the rest of your life. It means you need to be aware of it, and there needs to be a limit, and it needs to not do something to you that so many foods do. This chip, oh, I have it. Like the tagline is, you can't just eat one. That's brilliant, and it's true. You can't just eat one. Those are delicious chips. Same thing with there's some other things that do that to me. If I have pizza, I might give me the whole thing. I love pizza. It's so good. Really, a lot of carbs in general will spike that hunger. You wake up in the morning, you have some carbs, you're hungry. Have a bowl of cereal or egg sandwich or something with the bread and the biscuits and all that. Man, I'm hungrier an hour or two later. And I would rather just give it all up and be absolutely as clean as I can with every single thing I put in my mouth. Every bite I take, give it the best I can, and then when you get to that time where it's like appropriate for you to have a drink at this business meeting, or you're going to have this ice cream with your kids that means way more than the calories or fat, enjoy that, but still in moderation. So the conscious effort is important. Cheating shouldn't really exist anywhere in life, and you got this. Make the acknowledgement. If you haven't already, even if you started the program and you thought that you were serious about it, but there's still some things playing with you, now's a good time. Or think about it, pray about it. Whatever you need, talk to someone about it, talk to me about it. But let's make sure the questions are answered, your game plan is set, and you are ready to go when you're ready to go. And then let's go. Let's go with everything you have. Hit the gym as hard as you can. If there's 3 seconds left on that timer, that you're going to go for those 3 seconds if you can. Your form is going to be the best it can. At work, you're going to turn stuff in, and you're going to perform with all you got. At church, you're going to worship with everything you have. At home, you're going to just love your wife or your husband with so much love, it's going to be, whoa. But you know what? It's related to the fitness. It's related to the health, the optimization, the program, and the goal that you set for happiness, for health. It doesn't always have to be weight loss. Following a disciplined program or being disciplined in a program will help you in all walks of life. Hands down, I believe it. Try it. Call me up in 28 days if you have just eat super clean, you've worked out like crazy, you've been so nice to your wife at home, and you've been the best dad of the year. You've been just gung-ho at church, you've been reading, doing your Bible app, or you're doing some other sort of self-improvement. There's this book you've been wanting to read, you read it, and you saw some results, you lost some weight, your body composition's better, your energy levels are up. And it's undeniable. I never would get anybody, never have, never will, have them call me up and be like, what, I don't like this. This feeling is, it sucks. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about that ever happening because I'm selling a foolproof program. And this isn't something for sale. I'm talking right now just to let you know that I hope that you do help you not only do this program or follow a program. I hope that the rest of your life there's a strategy behind your fitness. You know, you got to mix it up. Maybe you want to try this diet for a little while, or you want to try this program. You want to have this self-improvement. Constantly better yourself and make sure that your body's protected for functional movements all around life, the grocery store, your kids. You know how awkward putting, like, my daughter's almost 6, in the car now that she's almost 50 pounds, but she just expects me to be this jungle gym, which I kind of am, but in turn I've kind of like screwed myself because I've always, you know, putting her in the back seat with like too many things on my back, and you got to have good core strength for that, and arms and muscles, and if you damage your shoulders, it's like the foundation of your upper body. It's really hard to do biceps or triceps or shoulders or chest or back if your shoulders are damaged, you know, if there's pain. So protect those bad boys. It's a weird muscle. It's round. It's an awkward rotation, you know, and movement. It's not just the lever arm here. Same thing with your legs. You know, if you don't keep those muscles around those joints, talk about the pain that's coming your way. I've had a torn ACL since my junior year, thanks to Mr. We always blame it on my buddy Dan. It wasn't his fault, but he did kind of like crunch down when I went up to like dunk on him, but it was awkward and I jerked, and the therapist, the PA that was working underneath the surgeon, because they went in there and did the scope, just the meniscus had a tear in there, and they scraped that off, but realized that the ACL was also torn, and then it was a different surgery. So I elected not to do that, heal faster with the meniscus therapy, and just kind of like keep this torn ACL for over 15 years now, more than that. And I remember the dude telling me, keep muscle around that. You better keep, and he was so right, because when I'm not training my legs very hard, I realized that the pain that I have in my knee, and the range of motion, and everything just kind of a little off balance, and the back's kind of hurting, and everything is connected, your whole body. And you need to have that balance. There's a push and a pull. You want to have that balance. There's the pull and the push, and there's an easy way to knock that out in 1 week, to give all of your muscle groups plenty of attention. No one's going to feel bad. They're all going to get touched. Your heart is too, and you're going to pound it out with the cardio, and you're going to eat clean all day, and everything's going to kind of work together. And you're going to give it the proper nutrition, but also supplement any gaps that are missing. That's why we take nutraceuticals and supplements, you know, those phytomalties and the fish oil, vitamin D, probiotic. Those are the essentials. Everybody needs them. Everybody needs those. And everyone needs strength training, and everyone needs cardiovascular activity. So anyway, it all started with cheating, and that's where I'd like to come back to, even though it's a pretty blunt segue here, but don't cheat. Follow a plan. Make the best decisions you can as much as possible, and those will turn into habits that will help you make better decisions and make that sacrifice so much, it won't feel like sacrifice. This food, letting go of it, or this drink, or smoking, you know, or whatever it is, some other addiction or something that's got you. Letting that go isn't going to be that difficult. Get to that state of being. We call it the state of kinetico. Strive to get there, where the battle's already won. There's already a truth that you get. You don't have to put the training wheels back on. You know how to ride this two-wheeler. Get there. Inform yourself. Ask questions. And then go out and do it. Go out and dominate. You are awesome. You are an individual of excellence, and everybody, I believe, has a way they can shine, and as long as you have the body to do it, you better do it. It's the use it or lose it. That is so true in all your limbs, on physical activity in general. Use it. All right, thank you so much. My name is Mike O'Neill. I'm with Med1 Aesthetics. Me and partner Dr. Trumbull. We can be found at drtrumbull.com, or go directly to our lifestyle department, med1.life. Thanks for listening.